So, a lot of people in the knife community or the knife hobby or whatever you want to call it, in fact, most of the people are just really great people. A lot of you know at this point that I'm kind of going through a rough time right now. And of course, I was posting that stuff over on Instagram as well. So, a guy over there, B Dog Blades, messaged me and he sent me like a bunch of different pictures of knives and says, like, pick one, I'll send it to you. And I'm like, okay. You don't have to do that. And he's like, well, I want to do that. It's like, okay. So yeah, one of the knives that was pictured was this Northwoods Big Bay. And this is kind of one of those knives that I just kind of always assumed that I would never worry about because anybody who knows anything about the Northwoods knives, they sell for ridiculous on the secondary market. And I was never going to pay that kind of money for one. But he just sent me this out of like the kindness of his heart. And I think he watches these videos. So thank you again. You really didn't have to do that, but I really do appreciate it. And the knife is awesome, and I have been carrying it and using it. Um, but this is the Northwoods Big Bay Barlow. The Northwoods has that cool, like, heat scale finish still on part of it. Has Northwoods stamped in the blade there, and then the bottom part's like polished and everything. And this is just a nice clip blade. Um, and then it's slightly bigger than a normal Barlow, and the bolster isn't as big as like a traditional Barlow bolster would be. But the knife is really cool. This one's in red burlap micarta, I believe this is. And the whole knife is steel, so steel bolsters, steel liners, all that, carbon steel stuff. Um, but I just thought that was really cool of him. So I figured I would do a little video about this knife because this is probably one of my favorite knives right now. Obviously, just because of what it is, and then of course because it was a gift from somebody. Stuff like that, knives that you get from people are always special. Um, and then also, he did include the slip, which I have to say, this slip is gigantic. Um, I mean, the knife is like, yeah, this slip is huge. Like, it didn't need to be that big. I don't know why Northwoods made a slip that big. I have tried carrying the knife in the slip, and it's a little uncomfortable. So I'll probably just, carry it in my pocket like I do for most pocket knives. And he also gave me the other Northwoods stuff. There's a sticker, I think, and a Northwoods coin, which I think is copper. I'm trying to show off the coin. If you guys can hear my neighbor string trimming right now, yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, I just thought this was really cool. I always wanted one of these, like big bays or little bays, because I thought they were cool looking, and yeah, they're just neat. And the Northwood knives in general are kind of cool. But it was one of those things that I had just given up on because of how ridiculous secondary market pricing is for the Northwoods knives. Um, Secondary market pricing for the GEC knives in general is already crazy. But then if you make it the Northwoods knives that were made by Great Eastern Cutlery, it goes up, it like doubles. It's ridiculous. There's people selling like the I don't know what all of them are called, but there's one that's like a sleeve board kind of, where the one side's bigger, then it goes down a little bit, and then it has a Warncliffe blade. People sell that for like $600 on eBay, and these are like, I don't know how much these are. I haven't really looked. But yeah, I mean, that was just so cool of him. I can't really thank him enough because it was just such a cool thing for him to do, especially while I'm going through all this stuff that I'm going through right now. Um, but anyway, I just figured I'd do a little video on this because I thought that was really neat. And, I think the knife's really, really awesome. Um, so yeah, I mean, that's going to be it for right now. I don't know when the next video will be out. I'm kind of busy cleaning up the house right now. My mom had a lot of stuff. And I don't really know how what I'm doing from here, I guess. The landlord has kind of said that, I have like 2 months. So I have to, I guess, find somewhere to live and figure out what I'm doing. So, that kind of sucks, but that's life at this point. Thankfully, my mom did leave me some money, and then I'll be getting some money from her life insurance plan, and I should be okay for a while. The thing is, I just have to find somewhere to live. Um, but if I find somewhere, I should be okay. The hardest thing's gonna be finding somewhere right now. And I have been looking at like trailer homes and stuff because I've been thinking about just flat out buying a trailer home and then just paying lot rent because that would be a lot less than rent in an apartment or a house like I'm in now. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know yet. I just got told this earlier this week or earlier last week it would be. Today's Sunday. I'll be posting this on Monday. Um, yeah, so I just got told that last week. So I have till like November to figure it out and get the house cleaned out, which is a daunting task because there is a lot of stuff in this house. But anyway, thank you all for your continued support and everything. It's awesome. To have random people on the internet that I don't really know asking me how I'm doing all the time. You know, it's interesting. I'm not used to it. Um, Thank you again, B Dog Blades over on Instagram for this. This was super cool. Um, I cherish this knife very much. So, just like I do by any knife that's ever been gifted to me by anybody. Um, but this one's gonna be in my pocket a lot because I also really like the knife. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully, you guys have a good week, and hopefully, I figure out my situation here soon. See ya.